So there was these two guys, and they were in the city of LA, and it was walking through the city of LA, and they bumped into, check this out, Kobe Bryant. Now, these two young men saw Kobe Bryant, and they were, ecstatic. They were super duper excited. And they went up to Kobe and they said, "Hey, Mr. Bryant, would you mind us playing basketball with you?" Kobe looked at the guys and he said, "You know what? Sure, guys. Yeah. Meet me at the gym at 4:00. So these guys were like, really? They didn't expect to bump into Kobe, and then Kobe accept their invitation to play basketball with him. Well, guess what? The next day, these guys were super duper excited. They went to school. They was telling everybody they was playing basketball with Kobe Bryant. They had their gym bag. They had everything going. And they showed up at the gym at 3:30 p.m. waiting for Kobe Bryant. Shooting around 3:45, 3:50, 3:55. They started to stretch. 4:00 came. 4:05 came. 4:10 came. These guys just warming up, checking their watch. He did say 4:00, right? The guy was like, yeah, 4:00. So they kept shooting. 4:30 came. 4:45. 5:00. 5:15. 5:30. These guys stayed around waiting for Kobe Bryant. Now, at this point in the afternoon, the guys went home. They were mad. They jumped on social media. It was like, ooh, Kobe Bryant sucks. They told their parents Kobe Bryant stood them up. They were absolutely disappointed. The next morning, they were walking through the city of LA. And guess who they bump into again? Yep, the Kobe Bryant. Now, this time when they saw Kobe, they were not as excited as they were the first time. You see, this time they had a little bass in their voice. And they were saying, Mr. Bryant, you stood us up. You stood us up. I cannot believe you. Kobe was like, hold on, guys. Hold on. He said, what's the problem? They said, Kobe, you told us to meet you at the gym yesterday at 4:00. He was like, guys, I was there. Actually, I'm there every morning. Right? So you see, the average person will work on their skills at 4:00 in the afternoon. But Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, who wanted to play his A game and who did play his A game, chose to do something that average people wouldn't do. As we go back to school this year, I want to challenge you with 3 things that I believe that's going to help you play your A game. 3 things that I believe is going to help you, right? Stand out from everybody else. 3 things that I believe is going to help you have your best school year ever. Hey, I'm Kantis Simmons. I'm absolutely excited to be with you here at this LEAP virtual conference. Let me just be honest with you. This will be your best school year ever. Yes, this will be your best school year ever. How do I know? Number 1, because you're here. And number 2, I believe you're going to hear something and you're going to apply something to make this your best school year ever. Now listen, on the other side of the screen, I need you to go ahead and say this. Go ahead and declare it. Go ahead and say, this will be my best school year ever. Go ahead and say it. Say, this will be my best school year ever. Now, I realize that today you won't hear me unless you really, really know me. Now, I'm a nerd. Yes, I had the very first iPhone, AKA my phone. And you see, I grew up in a middle-class broke family. Now, if anybody know anything about middle-class broke, I had a nice mom, a nice house, a nice green grass, but I was always broke. You see, in a middle-class broke family, somebody had to always be working, right? You see, with that green grass, somebody working, we would take vacations on the weekend. Here in Atlanta, a good vacation was maybe going to South DeKalb Mall. Another good vacation was maybe going to Six Flags on the weekend. And if it was a really good vacation, guess what? Lenox Mall, right? But in my middle-class broke family, my mom and dad, they really impressed upon me the importance of education. You see, once my mother birthed my big head out, around about 6 weeks old, She took me to the nursery and she left me there. Yes, I spent 25 years in school, 5 years in pre-K, 7 years in elementary school, 5 years in high school, 4 years in college where I got a BS degree in chemistry, 2 years at Lehigh University where I got a Master's of Science degree in polymer science and engineering, and then 2 more years at Georgia Tech where I got a degree in textile and fiber engineering. 25 years in school, and this has opened up an amazing opportunity for me to be a scientist. Yes, I worked as a rocket scientist there at NASA Langley Research Center. Absolutely cool job, absolutely cool opportunity. After leaving NASA, I transitioned over to the biomedical field where I was developing contact lenses for an amazing company by the name of Ciba Vision, developing contact lens products, whether they were the solutions or the actual lens. And let me just say this, if you are wearing contact lenses, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for paying my mortgage. But today, I travel the country, jump on conferences and seminars and workshops all across the country, helping students in schools, helping students in college, go around kissing babies and signing books. I worked with helping teachers better connect with their students, as well as helping students better connect in the classroom. I have a host of videos online, YouTube, podcasts for both students and educators. And I'm the creator of some courses and some awesome resources and the author of a few books. And because you're here today, and I know we're not gonna have all the time to get into this, but I definitely want to give you the opportunity to get one of my books free. Yes, my Playing Your A Game book free. Yes, there I am, playyouragameBook.com. Simply go to playyouragameBook.com. PlayyouragameBook.com. You get a free copy of the book. Just simply take care of shipping and handling. I'll make sure that my team gets that out to you. Now, this will be your best school year ever. Now, as I transition over to this, I want to say something to you because I really want you to know who I am. With everything that I just shared with you, everything I just showed you, the degrees, the jobs, the middle class broke family, one thing that bothered me all throughout school was this really cool birth defect. You see, I was born missing a few of my fingers. And I remember early on, my mother, she had this amazing quote that simply said, "Kantis, quit looking at what you don't have and think about all the amazing things you do have." She said, "Son, quit looking at what you don't have and think about all the amazing things you do have." You see, for many years, this was the thing that told me I can't, I won't, and I'll never. And right now, where you are as we transition going back to school, there are 3 things that I believe that you're going to need that's going to help you have an awesome year where now you're not focusing on what you don't have, but you're really focusing on what you do have. All right. So here's the first thing for you. Let's say I was walking down this river, right? And as I was walking down this river, my iPhone, right? My iPhone 11 Pro Max fell in the river. Now I would be tempted to jump in the river, but let's just keep it real, right? There's probably going to be an iPhone 12 come out soon, right? But let's just say, if I was walking down the same river with my mother, my beautiful, loving, caring mother, who's about 70-something years old, right? And as I was walking down this river, let's say my mother fell in the river. Now, I have a bigger reason why to jump into the river. Yes, I have a bigger reason why to jump into the river. Now, here's the question I have for you. What's the motive? What's your motivation? What's the reason you are choosing to jump into the river? That's my question for you, right? Question number 1, what's your motivation? Yeah, what's your motivation this school year? What's moving you to jump in for another school year? What's moving you to go ahead and complete your college degree? What's moving you to finish this school year strong, to start and finish this school year strong? You know, one of the things that I always encourage people to do when you're looking at your motivation is to really have something that you can hold on to. Now, this is what I call my motivation creed. It simply says this, and you can fill in the blanks for this. I want to obtain a degree in blank so that I can blank, so that I can help blank accomplish blank. I want to obtain a degree, a college degree, a high school diploma, a PhD degree in blank so that I can help blank accomplish blank. Right now, as you go into this new school year, what's the thing that's going to keep you focused, keep you moving, keep you diving in the water? So I need you to identify your motivation. Here's the next thing for you. Now that says question number 1. Should be question number 2 there. But here's the question. What's your momentum? What's your momentum? Now listen, I realize we just came out of an absolutely crazy summer. Like the last few months have been absolutely crazy worldwide. Yeah, I know you may have created some new habits. Maybe you've laid in the bed a little longer. Maybe you've wore the same pair of shorts all week long. Hey, I'm not judging you. Maybe you have started doing some things that as you transition over to a new school year, you can't take those things into the next school year, right? So here's what I want to do real quickly here. I want to give you some things, some skills that I believe that you're going to have to develop to increase your momentum as you go into the school year. Now, I can't give you 10. I'm going to give you 7.25, right? Because like I said, I'm the coolest guy with 7.25 fingers, right? So momentum, as you go into this school year, here are some study skills. Now, if you want more of this, simply go over to playyouragameBook.com to get these here, all right? Here's some things, some study skills, some habits that you're going to have to develop to have the momentum you need to succeed this school year. Number 1, thinking. How are you thinking? I believe this, as a man thinketh, so is he. As a man continues to think, so will his grades be. Yes, how are you thinking? Number 2, listening. What listening skills do you need to improve on? Listen, we may all be virtual. We may have online classes. You're going to have to develop learning how to listen. Number 3, focusing. Yes, focus is so important and powerful right now because there are so many distractions. This school year, can you become focused? Can you focus? Can you train yourself, challenge yourself to focus on one thing at a time and get it done? Note-taking, self-managing, studying, reading, and researching. You see, if you're going to have the momentum you need to play your A game and make this your best school year ever, you're going to have to identify which one of these study skills, which one of these study habits do you need to work on to increase your momentum so you can start and finish the school year long, right? Maybe it's doing a better job taking notes. Maybe it's managing your time. I like to say self-managing because you can't really, I like to say self-management because you can't really manage time, right? You can only manage yourself. Maybe it's studying, putting in focused time, studying one subject, then rewarding yourself, studying another subject, taking a break, and then rewarding yourself. All right. So number 2 is momentum. After you understand your motivation, your motive, then I need you to develop some momentum this school year. And then number 3 is your mindset. Yes, it's your mindset. Now, Kantis, what are you saying? Mindset. What is your mind set on doing, set on achieving, and set on being this school year? Yes, what is your mind set on doing, set on being, set on having this school year? I want you to really think about it. You know, I made the quote earlier, like the good book says, as a man thinketh, so will he be. I like to say it this way, as a student thinks, so will his grades be. Do you have the mindset that says, I like in-person school. I can't do virtual. I can't learn virtual. Is that a mindset? Is it a mindset that says, I didn't do well last year, so I'm probably going to do the same thing this year. Is that your mindset? Or maybe you may say, man, I've been struggling and trying to get this money for school. I don't know if I have enough money to go to school. What's your mindset? Trash in, trash out. If you think you're sorry, guess what? You're probably sorry. If you think you're going to fail the test, you're probably going to fail the test. If you think you can be on the honor roll, the tops in your class, if you think God Almighty can support you and help you and give you the wisdom you need to make all A's in school, if you think that and you put in the work, the motivation, and the momentum, guess what? You can have an awesome school year. So what's your motivation? Yeah, what goals, what things do you want to achieve? What is it that you want to be? What's moving you to have a successful school year? Number 2, what study habits, what skills do you need to develop to start this momentum going in the right way, right? To start this wheel turning, so now we can say, I've been consistent, I've been focused, I've been disciplined, I've been studying, I've been listening, I've been reading, I've been focusing and thinking. Now you have the momentum. And 3, do you have the mindset of champion students? Do you have the mindset that says, I can play my A game? I can have my best school year ever. Well, you know what? I believe you do. I believe you have what it takes to make this something that you can always remember. Yeah, this school year may be different than ones in the past. Yeah, we may be going through a lot of changes. But guess what? You can play your A game. Listen, I'm Kantis Simmons. I absolutely adore you for being here. Listen, if you want a free copy of my book, simply go over to playyouragame.com, playyouragame.com. You get a copy of the book there. Just simply let me know where to send it, pay the shipping and handling. And also, I would love to stay in connection with you. Hey, I'm Kantis Simmons on all social media. Kantis Simmons on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And you can also visit me at kantissimmons.com. That's my main webpage. Listen, shout out to everyone who's participating in this virtual conference. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the leaders. Shout out to the Elite Foundation, Dr. Bill Dorfman. Listen, you guys, absolutely rock, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Listen, I'm Kantis Simmons, the coolest guy with 7.25 fingers. And remember this, only one game in life counts, and that's your A game. I'll talk to you soon, and make this your best school year ever. Bye-bye.